How is it going, everybody? So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a review video on the Glock 23. Fine little piece of polymer and hardware this is. Make sure it's unloaded. Alright, completely unloaded. So, this is my Glock 23 Gen 3. It's a nice little gun. So, first and foremost, let's talk about the fact this thing does not have a safety on it, which should affect when you are picking your concealment holster. Get one that covers the trigger. I highly recommend it. This is the Galco, I believe it's the King Tuck 2. So, back to what I was saying. Does not have a safety on it. So, remember that when you are looking at it. The magazine release is not ambidextrous. It is only on this side. Let's see, magazine capacity is 13. I believe it comes with 2 magazines. Mine did. It does not come with the grip adjustments like the Gen 4 does, so make sure it's comfortable for you before you buy it. I particularly love this gun. I've fired thousands of rounds through it. You usually pick them up between $450 and $500 now because the Gen 4s are out. Again, it is unloaded. It has not the best sights in the world, but they work very well. Like I said, I prefer the sights on my Performance Center Shield. It's 9mm. I prefer those sights to these sights. Prefer this gun to that gun though. Let's see. Man, it is kind of hot here. The rate of twist is 9.84 inches. The trigger pull is 5.5 pounds. You really don't notice that. I mean, it's just smooth. It's got a nice break to it. Right there. It's got a nice reset to it. The barrel length is 4.2 inches overall. The product length is 6.85 inches. And yes, I did not remember all of these specs. The main ones I remembered are the most important. You know, trigger pull, barrel length, and weight are the ones I remembered, and the magazine capacity. But I color filled them to make that a little simpler on myself. Comes with a manufacturer warranty of generally 1 year. The product weight unloaded is 21.16 ounces. The product weight loaded is 31.03 ounces. It's got the same style breakdown to take apart as most firearms, most handguns do nowadays. You slightly pull the slide back. You can usually just push it right there. Push the release right here, and it comes apart. Once you get it apart, obviously you can take the spring out, take the barrel out. These I don't recommend porting these. A lot of people say they like ported guns. I like my Performance Center. It's ported. It has a little bit of trigger work done to it through the Performance Center. So a lot of people like porting. I don't particularly care for it. I wouldn't care for it on this gun. Another thing I did not do is I did not steeple this grip any. It is very well. It's a very good grip straight from Glock. I think a lot of people that steeple their grips are mainly looking for just some more physical or visual improvements to their firearm. Doesn't really serve too much of a purpose to me, so I didn't do it. I did not get the extended magazine release because I did not like the fact that the one that I checked on in the store, the magazine release seemed to catch a little bit. It's kind of very, very square and has very sharp edges to it. Another thing is the slide release. Can't do it that way, so I'll do it this way. Slide release is right there. Now you can pull it back to release the slide, and it'll just pull it back, it clicks down, or you can push it forward. I don't know why it does that every time I go to do that. That initial kick from it seems to surprise me, even though I know it's geared to happen. It's weird. The lower part of this firearm is a hardened polymer composite plastic, it feels, and it's super, super light. All your weight is coming from the slide, barrel, spring, and internals. As far as the ammo that I found works best for this gun for defense ammo, it is the Federal Hydroshock ammo. Is the ammo that I particularly choose to carry. I don't know if you can see the little pin in there. There you go. That's the ammo that I like best for defense. Now, target rounds, Remington white box. You know, that's what I use. It's just what I choose to use. Like I said, and when I got this gun, I looked at different concealment carry types, as far as holsters and stuff like that. I actually bought the what is that called? The clip draw system, which is a different back plate, and it has a clip here, and basically it eliminates the need for a holster to clip straight onto your pants. But I didn't like the fact that since this gun does not have a safety on it, the trigger, when you're reholstering, seemed to me like it could get caught. So it was on there for maybe a day. I carried it that day and realized quickly that that wasn't the way I wanted to carry this firearm. The way I wanted to carry it was an in the waistband holster by Galco. I like the Chicago screws on these better. I like the way they're made better than I like the Alienware holsters or Alien Gear. I don't know, hell, I don't remember. But I like these better. It's got this Kydex type front part, so it's pretty stable. And I also like the way it covers the trigger. That is why I went with this holster and immediately took off the clip draw. This video isn't so much as a, you know, I can't demonstrate it because I'm at home right now. I could do a video later of this firearm at the range. I shoot with it all the time. I've taken retention shooting classes. I've taken a ton of classes. A lot of people are like, well, you're kind of carefree with the firearms in your videos. That's because I've checked this gun before the video probably 20 times to make sure it was unloaded. I checked it during the video multiple times. It's still unloaded, finger not on the trigger, so even if it was loaded, you know, I have that second safety as my finger is not on the trigger. It does have a nice little 2 grooves here. You can put a flashlight on it or a blazer. I didn't really care for any of that. I like the way it shot. I like the purpose of it, and I like the way it was. So I didn't add nothing to it. I may, at some point, maybe I have a Glock 9mm. Maybe I'll put a light on there or something, but I won't be putting one on this because, to me, the way this gun came is pretty much perfect. I like this gun a lot. Again, it's the Glock 23. Gen 3. I like it. Carry it all the time. So if you maybe learned anything, or this maybe helped you figure out what firearm you thought you should pick for carry, or gave you some. Oh, and again, this is not the full size, not the subcompact, just the compact. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're doing more gun reviews. I'll be putting out 1 to 2 videos a week. These are raw, unedited videos, so I'm not doing no special effects or anything like that because I want to get the information to y'all as fast as I can. I don't care about all the special effects in the beginning of the video. It doesn't make a video any better. Sometimes, you know, people are like, oh, well, you know, not for me. So until next time, y'all take it easy. Like and subscribe to the channel. And by the way, my name's John.